Live
right
now.
now. All right, we're live.
Can we are live, right?
Yep.
Um, you guys doing it's Isham C, and I got a special guest, and I guess he wants to say his name. Go ahead and say your name.
Stormtrooper Mark.
Now, never did a podcast with people on Google Hangouts, so this is the first, and it's with the fellow YouTuber that I actually met on social media, I believe. Didn't I meet you on social media?
Yes, I believe we have.
Yeah, I was promoting my channel, and you popped up, and then that's how we started to know each other. And we both have amazing channels. Do you watch a lot of wrestling?
Occasionally.
Okay, occasionally.
Yeah.
I watch it too much. Actually, I have the WWE Network, and it's like I don't stop watching it. Um, I'm thinking about getting into actually getting into wrestling business like in a couple of years. Like I'm thinking about going to Booker T's training camp. I like really want to get into it. Like that's been my
That's
long lived dream. You
I
know.
was a hardcore fan through little late of the 90s and of
Mhm.
course the brand splits era, I guess you call it the ruthless aggression era.
Yeah.
And then in last 2 years the biggest fan because I always told myself if Undertaker would lose at WrestleMania, that's when I would stop completely. But because addicted to wrestling, I haven't stopped. And so I not as like occasional like fan who like obsessed with watching it. So I would watch the pay-per-view. Sometimes I would watch Raw and SmackDown, but I'm not as hardcore fan as I used to be.
Yeah, yeah, it's just I can get into wrestling and I can get into like um you know all the stuff in it. It's just it's a lot of things that I don't like and I don't agree with in wrestling right now. But as a fan, I don't know if we can change that, but you know, we could talk about Raw. Do you watch Raw you know?
This last month I have been caught up to Raw.
Mhm.
SmackDown, on the other hand, I have not been caught up a lot.
Oh.
Roster,
Mhm.
and I do. I would admit I'm more of the fan who loves the nostalgia acts of the old
Yeah.
Attitude Era guys.
Mhm.
But there's certain wrestlers of today I like, and then there's certain wrestlers I don't like. Who it happens to be John Cena. Fuck,
Oh
fuck
man.
John Cena. Fuck. Sorry for the cursing, but it's gonna happen.
It's all right. Yeah, John. I don't necessarily hate John, the person, the character, a little bit. Like I give it. I'm like a 6 out of 10 on the hating the character, just because he's very stale.
Yeah.
It's like he's been the same since like 2006. So it's like
He's actually been the same, yeah, even probably even earlier. I
he.
sometimes I don't know when I see Cena if he pops up in movies, I'm like, ah, shit.
I mean, he's not actually good. He's not. He's kind of a different person in movies. Like I like him better in movies than in
I know
his
I
play.
just see his face, and I'm just like, this guy, just fuck off, just go away.
Yeah, he actually makes good movies for some type of reason.
Yeah,
A
I know.
lot
I
of
see him in interviews, and he's doing the whole the troops thing and being like he's a military guy, and it's like, you
Mhm.
were actor in a military movie, a Marine. Stop pretending you are.
Well, actually, he was in the military.
No, I know. I heard Randy Orton was. Cena was not.
Yeah, he
Nah.
was. Well, Cena was in the. He was in the. He was like. He was in the military, but he wasn't fully like he was in there, but he didn't stay as long as was. He wanted to. Randy was in there.
Randy Orton got kicked out.
Yeah, cause he didn't. Yeah, I watched the movie. He didn't want to be there no more.
Yeah.
Because it was too much. You know.
Like I've heard some people would say, of course, Cena's like the Hogan of our era, but not by like not in the same standards as he's as huge as him. Because I have friends who have no idea who John Cena is. They didn't know he was a wrestler. And Hogan is like you see Hulk Hogan, everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
And John Cena is
Yeah.
not in the same level as like the guys I think like the Hogan and the Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock, who fans adore no matter what. And Cena's to the point that these fans are hating him.
Yeah, it's gonna be bound for him to act. He's gonna turn heel eventually. Just it's not gonna
I
be. It's gonna be unexpected.
I actually had read currently that the W has realized that the John Cena's merchandise have been dropping a lot, and their fans have become older, and there is talks of turning John Cena heel when he returns.
Yeah, it's been a talk. John actually was supposed to turn heel at WrestleMania 28 against The Rock. He had all his stuff and equipment, but it was a canceled because of some Mr. Man reason. I guess the Make a Wish stuff. If he wasn't doing Make a Wish, he would have already been heel. You know.
That's the thing that kind of bugs me too, but the Make a Wish thing. Like I'm fine with doing that, blah blah blah. But there's other wrestlers who do it too, but the WWE doesn't promote them. Only John Cena, and
Because
that bugs the hell out of me.
because John's kind of been there longer than most of the wrestlers. That's probably why they don't like, you know, Titus O'Neil can be a heel and still promote Make a Wish. It's like he's like if John wasn't so big in Make a Wish, then it wouldn't be a problem to turn him heel. Honestly, a John Cena heel would probably shock a lot of people.
The thing
Um,
that too is John Cena when he does the Make a Wish thing, he always does it on camera most of the time, and he's in character. He's wearing the uniform, the stuff you see him on TV, the hat, the T-shirt. If he would do it in a suit and be himself, that's fine. But when he goes on Make a Wish or whatever these other stuff is as a John Cena character, then that bugs me because that's promoting him as the character, not himself.
yeah, yeah, it does. I like the real side of John Cena is probably the side that you see on Total Divas. That's probably like the realest side you can get of John Cena. It's actually the realest side you can get on a lot of superstars.
Yeah.
Do you watch Total Divas?
No.
Oh man,
Unless maybe
no.
if I hear like Paige made out with another diva, then okay.
She made Paige and Rosa kissed on like season one.
I did watch that. And Paige was
Um,
kind of like,
yeah, Total Divas, man, it's amazing. Like you should watch it. It's so much stuff that you're missing out on. Like when I watch Total Divas, I realize like the stuff that people go through and all that. Like they
yeah.
got rid of who they got rid of Naomi on Total Divas. She's not on there no more. But they got a new diva from she's from Tough Enough, Amanda. They got her on there.
Uh,
Um, yeah, yeah, I was surprised they put her on there. She's a official diva on the NXT roster now. Amanda, she was literally she's that's kind of I think that's kind of rushed because she started training. I believe Tough Enough and started in October, right? I think it
yeah.
was October or something like that. But did ZZ actually quit? Because I haven't heard anything from him. Do you know who he
I
is,
have
right?
no clue.
Um, you know who ZZ is, right?
No.
ZZ was a ZZ was a tough enough contender on he was a tough enough contender. He was like a country boy.
I don't
Uh
own the network.
oh, you
So
don't it
yeah.
wasn't out on the network. It was actually on they played tough enough on Monday on USA. I think it was every
Well,
Wednesday or
because I
Tuesday.
don't own cable, so I don't watch. I have to
Uh
stream. Yeah, I stream Raw and SmackDown, and if I go to the pay-per-views, I go to a friend's once a month to watch it
mhm,
there. And
okay.
they're not the like smartest wrestling fans. They're kind of like believing too much of like all the stuff. I'll mention some backstage politics, and they kind of think like, She's, they'll always every time I go there, they're like, "Don't be negative." I'm like, "Well, I'm not being too negative. I'm telling you the
I,
honest truth.
you,
How the
you
company
have to like be honest. Like when I go, if I go watch something wrestling with somebody, I'm gonna say what I want to say, like on my mind. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sugarcoat it. Um, like especially with the do you hear about the situation with the title so new thing?
Yes, I did a video about that.
Yes, I
Check that
saw it.
video
Oh
if you
yeah,
have not seen.
I seen it. I think I seen it. Yeah.
That that drove me nuts because when I read about that, I'm like, I have to make a video because honestly, that is
I,
just bullshit.
I
Like,
was supposed to make a video about it, but I just that was like I just think I said I might just say it on one of my videos. I didn't necessarily wanted to talk all the way about it.
yeah.
I feel like it's a word. I really do. I really do feel like it's a word.
I don't know. I did see the clip. Like a lot of people mentioned, yeah, they saw it after they went on social media about Titus O'Neil, so they rewatched it. But I remember watching it on Raw, and I saw something happen. I'm like, wait, what happened? Something happened weird. But I just blew it off, like whatever. But then
Yeah,
when we watched, I'm like, okay. And it's not a big deal. All he did was touch his arm.
yeah. It good then like because what happened was it was like it said Titus O'Neil was like saying was trying to move Mr. Man to let Stephanie go first, and I guess it turned into a controversy, and now Titus O'Neil is suspended for 60 days. It was 90 days, so he will be missing WrestleMania, which really sucks for him.
What he was probably gonna be like the battle royal, so it's not a big deal. And I noticed the primetime players have not been pushed.
I don't think they're a tag team anymore.
Because yeah, because if you recently watch, every time one of them comes out, they always have a new tag team partner.
Hmm.
So
I think they were pushing Titus O'Neil because he was winning so many matches until he lost to Social Outcast.
and you know he's gonna when he returns, he's gonna be even a lower card.
I don't. I think that was kind of the really petty on Mr. Man's side because it's like you gonna really suspend somebody for 60 days because of that. Come on now, that just lets you know what the you know everybody was thinking there was a lot of racism towards it. I'm not for sure about that. I mean, uh, if
I think it's just Vince McMahon has gone crazy, and it's honestly what CM Punk said a few years ago, how this company would be better off when Vince McMahon is dead, is so true.
I think it's not him dying. It's just he
Like
needs
I don't
to
want to say
like
I want Vince McMahon to die. I don't want that. It's just once he unfortunately does pass or retires and finally gives the reins
Triple
to
H.
Triple H,
Yes.
because we see how Triple H is handling NXT, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. If you ever watch Breaking Ground,
No, god damn it. See, that's what happens when you kind of
don't watch Breaking Ground. Don't
you
watch
kind
it.
of go off the grid of wrestling for a few months. Like it, honestly, it was to the point of WrestleMania 30 is when I stopped being a regular fan.
Um um
Because
don't
what also got me, what really drove me nuts, it was last year's WrestleMania. The Dane, oh, that got me onto another level. I can't believe this company did that.
the yeah.
Because for many years, Steen did not want to come to WWE, and then
I think
they
his
kind of
Sting
proved. Hmm?
well Sting wanted to come to WWE. He just it wasn't he didn't have like he didn't know when. He just didn't know when. He always wanted to come. It's just he felt as if he come they
Afraid
wouldn't
that
use
they
him
would
right.
make him
Yeah.
like a nobody. Like,
Yeah,
who is
they
he?
felt yeah, they felt like they weren't he felt like they weren't gonna use him right, so he never came. Because back when WCW got sold to Mr. McMahon, everybody started coming up but him, and it was because of that. Because he felt like he would probably not be he'd probably be shuffled, be a mix and a shuffle, you
The
know.
thing too is Triple H is good for younger talent, but when it comes to
Hmm.
guys who are popular from other companies, he is a guy who puts his ego ahead and basically is an ass. Because you could see the way he handled Stain, Vince
Yeah,
McMahon, and the whole let's put this WCW angle into the storyline at WrestleMania when it had nothing to do with WCW. Even Steen said that why it's WCW died like 15 years ago.
yes.
None of these new current fans are gonna know what WCW
If
is.
if you ever watch, it's on the network. If you ever get a chance to get a network, you got to get it. It's amazing. It's like Netflix but wrestling.
Also, it's much expensive in Canada.
Canada,
Yeah,
really?
I live in Canada, so it's actually 11.99,
What the
and it's
world?
harder to get in Canada because to get it, I actually have to pay for a TV network, Rogers, to get the network,
Oh
and
God,
I'm not doing that because where I live, I can't get cable.
that freaking
So when they
sucks.
promote it on WH, I hate. It's like, come on, why are you
Yes,
treating your
it's
fans
like,
by showing actually JBL holding a piece of paper and goes, "Did you know on the network? No, if you ordered pay-per-view, it's 59.99, but it's 7.99." But it's like, how many times do they have to say that? It's just like, shut up.
yeah. I don't know why they. I mean, if people already know something about it, why you keep promoting it? Like, just you putting this down our throats. You know,
It's just like the way they shove John Cena and Roman Reigns down our throats.
yes, we will get to that in a minute. But if you ever get a chance to actually go on somebody actual WWE network, it's called the original. It's like the Russell. It's like WWE 24, and they had like it had an episode where they was like it was like WrestleMania backstage, and it had like everybody. And it was like one part was it was Paige's first WrestleMania, and she was like crying backstage because she was so nervous. And you had Sting, and you had Brock Lesnar talking to Undertaker, and because Undertaker was about to go out and Brock was talking to him, and you had Sting and stuff, and Sting was talking about it, and Sting and Triple H was backstage and stuff, and you had it, and it was network. It's more of like the real life thing. Um, if you like ever like if one day if you ever get the network, please do not watch Breaking Down. That is gonna mess your wrestling up. Like that's gonna mess you. That's gonna mess you inside. It's Breaking
Question
Down.
for you.
Hmm?
Okay, like Netflix, you can share it with multiple people. Like, can you do that with a W network? Can if somebody owns it, can they share it with me?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because I have Netflix and I can literally have like share this Netflix with two other people. They just have to log into my account, right? So I can have it on multiple. Like literally, I can sit at home and have Netflix on my laptop, on my monitor, on my TV.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Hmm.
do that with the W network?
Yeah, you could do that.
Because then I should just ask my friend to just do that. Then I don't have to travel to my friend's place because it is a
Hmm.
pain to travel there and having to deal with, you know, 3 to 4 people who are always against me because I like telling the truth.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. But
Because they're all Cena fans
oh, Cena fans, oh, Cena
or
fans.
Roman Reigns fans. Which, if you want to start talking about Roman
I
Reigns,
mean, I give my respects both of them. We could get to it in a minute. Just wait for a minute.
because this
um,
would be a rant.
yeah. It said the breaking ground the intro for breaking ground, it says that I believe it says superstars aren't made or something like that. They are given or something like that, which messed up the whole breaking ground is like the basically what the NXT superstars process, what they had to go through. It was just it's just something that I was like, oh my god, I did not want to see that. It just devalued what you watch on TV, kind of like for NXT. And that's why I stopped watching it, because like it's not right for me.
Yeah.
I was like, because I'm looking at, I was like, imagine if I go to NXT, I don't have to go through that. Like I was like, I was like, I don't know, because I remember Kevin Owens said that he was conditioning so hard. Like when Bill DeMott was there, they said he can like Kevin Owens said he never conditioned so much in his life. Um, they say NXT is pretty rough. I don't know. I think if I do wrestle, I'll just stay in the independency.
Yeah. I was amazed when I watched NXT few years and I'm like this completely changed because when it used to be the old NXT with just like it wasn't really wrestling, it was just doing silly stuff, right? back in the old days.
Yeah. Well, back in 2010, it was really wasn't NXT. It was just like people. It was just like something thought of. It wasn't actually a actual show, like a minor show. Um, that's when you had Daniel Bryan, you had the Nexus and stuff.
Yeah, and they were just doing like little like stupid,
Stuff,
silly
yeah.
stuff to
It was just like tough enough. It was just like tough enough, basically.
yeah,
Because then, but then it was NXT. Then was like, who was gonna be the? Because you can only pick one superstar and one diva then,
yeah.
and because not everybody could. Yeah, and then they had the whole John Cena angle with Wade Barrett and all that crap. But that was actually the only time I actually. There's a lot of moments that I drove with John Cena, but we'll get to that in
I
one
don't know if
second.
do they film NXT? Because when a few years ago, Raw or SmackDown came here in my hometown, and
Hmm.
NXT was filmed between the shows, but they didn't air them live. So I don't know if they continue to do that or
Oh,
NXT is a complete hour separate from like it is another brand, right?
yeah, usually when they do live shows, they do usually if you go to SmackDown, they do all three. They do main event, superstars, and they used to do the other show, the like morning wrestling or whatever. They used to do that because when I went to a SmackDown taping, they had SmackDown, main event, and superstar. They sometimes they have like, yeah, they have three. They have three, but they come separate. Like superstars and main event, you usually have to see on network
Because
because
I
they
think
stop right.
NXT is filmed in a separate building because it's much a smaller arena. Because I
Yeah,
think you can hear the crowds a lot more.
yeah. NXT is live in Orlando, Florida. Actually, I live in Jacksonville, Florida, so I'm like an hour away from that.
Holy
So
crap, lucky. Have you gone to
yeah.
any NXT events?
Oh no, I've actually been to a SmackDown event, and I got an experience. We could talk about it. I have an experience going to a SmackDown event. This was back in 2013, the best year that I could possibly say for wrestling. That's back when Daniel Bryan was with Kane. That's back when Cesaro was getting started and Sin Cara. Um, I actually saw Alberto Del Rio, Big Show. I saw Booker T. I saw so many people. Um,
You want to know my
it,
two best events going to WWE?
yeah.
This was back in 2002. So
Hmm.
technically, it was still kind of the Attitude Era a little bit. Um,
Yeah, it was kind of like the Universe era, wasn't it?
yeah, it was about the ending of the invasion. So, Stone Cold Steve Austin was still on top. It was right before he walked out. um,
Oh.
I'm
Hmm.
from this town of the wrestler that we should not name, who well, I'm gonna name him anyway, but Chris Benoit.
I knew you was about to say him. I knew
I know
it.
that's a hot topic to talk about. I have met him. He was super nice when I met him. I shook his hand. I have his autograph to this day.
Oh wow.
I've held the world title.
You
He's any
like that?
the world heavyweight title. I've held it.
It's a heavy.
It's heavy and shiny. So I went to the Raw. Basically, he attacked Austin at the end of the event and got booed in his
Uh,
hometown for attacking Stone Cold.
Stone Cold was very hot. He was. I don't think there was a time that he wasn't hot.
Yeah.
He was
So
always hot.
even
Even
in
when
your hometown, your hero attacks the biggest, possibly the biggest superstar in the WWE ever, and he got booed out of the building. And that same night, Eddie Guerrero had rest in peace Eddie Guerrero and Benoit. But Eddie Guerrero had a ladder match for the Intercontinental title against RVD, and a
hmm.
fan attacked the ladder. He knocked down the ladder, and Eddie fell off the ladder because of this fan.
Oh man.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I also went to Backlash 2004
Hmm.
with the main event was Mick Foley versus Randy Orton in like a hardcore match.
Yeah.
That was the last time a pay per view came to my hometown. And
Wow.
a few years ago, also, I went to Raw and Alberto Del Rio was the champion. This was around the time when CM Punk was
Yeah.
He's hot. He was.
Alberto Del Rio was champion when I went. I think he was champion when I went to SmackDown.
He literally won the title like a week after CM Punk won it or something. I think it was like right after SummerSlam. I can't remember the year. Maybe 2013.
Probably 2013. Yeah, it was probably 13. Was it the world title, world heavyweight?
It was around the time CM Punk almost walked out, and it was like the summer of CM Punk.
Oh
And
man, that was amazing.
well, they came to my hometown, and John Cena was getting booed as always, and a fan like threw back a T-shirt that Cena threw into the crowd.
Oh, I think I remember you talking about that happened in ECW too.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as ECW, but it was pretty funny because I was sitting not so far away, and I was like, throw it back, and even Alberto was like, throw it back, and it stopped the show for like 3 minutes because the fans were just throwing T-shirts back. So
I would have actually kept it just cause. I'd have been like, wait, give it to me, give it to me. No, no, don't do that.
I just sold it after the show.
I mean, shit, if he wore it, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep like, no matter what superstar you is, I will always keep your T-shirt just because you're a superstar. You're a WWE superstar. You still
Have you
make
met
money.
any wrestlers?
Nah, actually, no. Sadly, when SmackDown came to Jacksonville, I mean, NXT comes to SmackDown comes to WWE Live actually came uh late last year. I didn't even get a chance to go, but a lot of people said they saw a lot of superstars. That pissed me off when I went to SmackDown is the Shield wasn't there. It was told that the Shield was supposed to be there, but they didn't even come.
Yeah, I was upset because the 2005 first SmackDown I went to, and
Hmm.
the big feud was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, and I was
Yeah.
so excited. I was thinking, sweet, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio should be there. That's a major feud. They did not get. They weren't there, and unfortunately, that was the same year Eddie Guerrero passed. So I was pissed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Stuff like that, it makes you like, wow.
yeah,
Um,
but I did get to meet Chris Benoit, as I said. I met Trish Stratus.
oh man, lucky
Wow.
SOB. Lucky SOB.
Fuck man, she was so hot, and of course she's really short.
Yeah, she's about 5'3", 5'2".
I also got to meet the Big Show,
Uh, how,
and meeting Big Show. Oh my god, when we were like the last ones there, like it was about to be over, and he literally he was so tired for sitting for 3 hours. When he went to get up, they had like four people hold the table. So he would get like sit up and not knock it over. That did not happen.
oh man, I bet it was crazy. Me and Trish Stratus though. Lucky, I would
Oh,
have read.
4 hours in line. I
Oh
didn't
man.
care.
Oh man, that's crazy. I've actually never met a WWE superstar. I've only met an NFL football player. That's about it. And I don't really watch football. I'm just a basketball wrestling guy. But we can get into the
Monday Night
Roman
Raw.
Reigns and John Cena talk. Yeah, we can get at that too.
Yeah, we
How did you
can
think
do
about
Raw,
McDonald?
and then we can cause, and then we'll get into what we thought about Roman Reigns during the show. Cause
Yeah,
lucky for us, there's no John Cena for unless the rumor is true that he is returning early.
he probably is. I'm sad to hear tell you that he probably is. I mean, when has there not been? When has there been like the last injury I know that it took John Cena out for so long was the injury he had in 2008 when he came, and then he came right back to the Royal Rumble. But that's when he was hot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People love John Cena then because
Hey, I used to
John
be
Cena's
his
character
a
wasn't.
fan. I used to be, and then I
Yeah,
got tired of his winning the title continuously and being at like a yearly run, and I was like, oh my god, give it to somebody else.
and he's close to beating Ric Flair's record.
As many as okay, he can beat Ric Flair's record, whatever. But in many people's
Um,
eyes, those title wins don't mean shit because you can win the title multiple times, but as many times as they gave the titles, like the title wins don't
I,
mean
f-
anything today
I
because
felt
people can have it for like a month and then give it to somebody else, and then
yeah. I mean, it depends who you are. Sometimes the title makes the person, but sometimes you make the title. Like Ric Flair back in the day, it's like when he won a title, it wasn't constantly. You know, if he won it, like because he would always win it yearly. You know, he would barely win it, and then if he does, it's like a big moment. He didn't get it back, and it wasn't a back and forth thing with him.
Because we all know Roman Reigns is gonna win the title of WrestleMania against Triple H. We know he's gonna beat Brock Lesnar.
Uh,
I know
um,
I'm probably it is getting a little early, but I'm just saying because he's gonna be a three-time champion, and when you sit and think about three-time
it's
champion,
possible.
a three-time champion already in his career, how long did it take for guys to get become three-time champion? Like it's a
Uh,
like guys like even Christian is not even a three-time champion. It took him
uh,
years to get the title.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. But you know, we can get into Raw if you want to.
Yeah. So Ross started off with the first ever fatal five-way.
Bruh, I was shocked. Literally, I was shocked Dean Ambrose lost his title. But at the same, I posted on Twitter, I said, "Well, I guess Dean Ambrose is gonna win at Fastlane."
I want it, but to be honest, we know it's not
There,
gonna happen.
I mean, there's no reason you would have took it off of him. You know what I mean?
I think because I was like, okay, I was shocked too because I was expecting him to basically he's not gonna win it. Yeah, I still in my belief he's not gonna win at Fastlane, and then he would just defend his title at Fastlane, the Intercontinental title, right?
Yeah,
But
it's,
maybe the way they're pushing him now is this could be like a Daniel Bryan thing all over again, and maybe they might be smart and make it a triple threat at WrestleMania.
yeah, that's what they're thinking. As I was watching Retalk with like Smack Talks and Vintage Shizzle, they basically said that we can actually see a possible Roman Reigns heel turn in his fast lane. Like let's say if Dean Ambrose wins, Roman can probably shake his hand and then hit him with a move or something like that. That could
But I'm also hearing the rumor of Dean Ambrose heel turn, and if that
yeah.
happens, the fans are not gonna boo Dean
Mm-mm.
Ambrose. He is literally like the anti-hero. He's like the Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, not I know not the same level as him, but
I feel like he feels like he's like a kind of like a cat. He's like Mick Foley in some sort of way to me.
like the fans aren't gonna boo him. I think the minute if they try to turn him heel,
They people well, the
attacks
crowd
him.
doesn't. Yeah, they don't want Dean as heel. They want Roman. Like Roman is like the modern day Rock of babyface Rock. Because when babyface Rock, everybody booed him. The minute
Die
the
Rocky
dude turned
die.
heel, hmm,
The whole die Rocky die chance.
yes, and the minute he turned heel, like there's like he didn't become he like his when he turned face again, it was natural. It wasn't like forced.
Yeah. I feel though with Roman Reigns is okay, he's okay in the ring. He doesn't bother me that too much. But when he talks, it's like
Yeah, he's not really
oh
good. He was better actually on NXT because on NXT wasn't part of the Shield, and plus he wore different attire, and people actually loved him. So he still had the same moves, but it was
it's
just
just the WWE is to this point they are picking who they want to be the face of the company and they're not doing the organic way of that's why guys like Stone Cold and The Rock and Mick Foley, Jericho, etc. All these guys were awesome because it came organic and the fans
it's
loved
not.
them. You had multiple guys who could be like the main eventer, right? Like I just listed off like five guys, and today you have Cena and Reigns.
Yeah, it's not really Reigns' fault that he's getting. It's not really Reigns and Johnson's fault the way they're getting pushed. It's actually Mr. McMahon and the writers because honestly, if Mr. McMahon can get his head out of his ass and realize that nobody wants Roman right now, then he would realize, and then like he would stop what he's doing and push somebody else. But it's rumored that Seth Rollins is coming back tomorrow at Fastlane.
Really, I did not hear that. That would be cool if he did.
What's his name? Tony Pizza Guy. He posted a video about it saying six shocking things that could actually happen at Fastlane.
That would change the main event because I think originally the main event was going to be Triple H versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
It was supposed to Seth was supposed to still have the title,
I don't
and
think obviously that can't happen now because you when we don't WrestleMania is coming out. You can't just force a storyline like
it's
that.
not really forcing because like they didn't. It wasn't forced when it was Daniel Bryan winning triple threat. What I think
Yeah,
they
but
might
that
have
wasn't
is
now. That was like a year leading into right. You had
yeah. Oh
like
yeah.
it really started like even the Royal Rumble previously that fans wanted Daniel Bryan to win the Rumble, and then they hear that you had the whole like SummerSlam. Like I think he won the title, and then Triple H turned on him and stuff like that was leading up. That wasn't really you can't really force a storyline within like two
Well,
3 weeks, which WWE
well,
has happened, but.
if he comes back, he's gonna be a babyface. I can just see it because he was supposed to turn on Triple H, but he didn't ever get a chance to,
I think
and he got.
that could be a WrestleMania 33 possible storyline or SummerSlam,
I
but
mean,
the triple threat match we know it's gonna be Roman Reigns or
it could be a fatal four way.
so.
It could be a fatal four way at WrestleMania if Seth Rollins does indeed return tomorrow. It could be a fatal four way with the Shield against Triple H, and they could probably like take down Triple H, and then like they all fight each other,
I'd
something like
rather
that.
see Seth Rollins as a like come back as a face and do like another like a ladder match with the winner gets a title shot. I don't know, and he can
Um,
win.
he might win the money if he might win the Money in the Bank next year again. That's
That's
possible.
true. I wish Money in the Bank would have returned to WrestleMania, but actually, Money in the Bank has been actually a great pay per view.
I like Seth Rollins better as a face than a heel, because I also know something about. I mean, he's a good guy. Something about him as a heel that I just like him as a face. I liked him on NXT because NXT he was a face, and that was a great. Everybody loved him in NXT,
There's
man.
something with WWE today is there's no really any heels or faces because, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like for example, Kevin Owens is a heel, but I'm assuming there's a lot of guys out there who admit they are Kevin Owens fans,
I
right?
mean, yeah, it's like it's like there's no really heel or face dynamic anymore because we have social media now, and we have like all this network, so we know what's going on. Back then, we didn't know what was going on, so that's why we have face and heel. Because
There are certain guys that who could turn heel and you could absolutely hate. Maybe Triple H is one of them. But
yes,
when like I was when I was watching earlier with this podcast and he mentioned, can you name one guy who would go up against Roman Reigns as a true heel and actually get booed and have Roman Reigns as a face? And I couldn't think of any.
Alberto Del Rio, boom.
God damn it! Yeah, I do not like him actually. Yeah, you're
Yes,
probably right about him.
yes. If Alberto Del Rio, it was Alberto Del Rio versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns would get cheered so hard it wouldn't even be a joke. It would literally be just, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I would not like when Alberto Del Rio first came back. People cheered the hell out of him because, like, literally, that was the biggest surprise that WWE could have pulled last year.
I was shocked because I didn't hear anything online about it, and that happened. And the first thing I said was, "Well, fuck this guy."
It was no rumors. It was literally no rumors that Alberto Del Rio was coming back. So when he came back, I was like, if they could just do this with a lot of superstars, this would be fine. But
That
it's so many.
problem too with WWE is like they like to kind of promote on social media who's going to return. Like
Yes,
when as far as there's going to be a guest on Raw coming up, and it turned out to be The Rock. If you did not promote anybody returning, that would have been a
well,
huge
they
surprise.
really didn't. They didn't promote him. Well, they didn't promote him returning. It was the reason people knew that he was returning is because it was in Miami, Florida, and his mom was in the front row seat. So it was like, you know,
Yeah,
you
there's
can't.
occasionally some guys can return, and you go, "Holy crap!" Like you had no idea. But
I
I
feel as if I feel as if it was CM Punk returning, they would like find ways that I think they would do him just like Lex Luger, like they would try to find ways to bring him, but without people knowing because I if only reason people know these other people are returning is because like airplane like they go on airplanes, you see him in like you see him at the airport. If the guy can just like if CM Punk can just drive there without being seen, like if people that return can just drive there without being seen, be fine. But it's like social media just took over to the point that you
I
know,
don't like
it's
even
like
when
back.
Daniel Bryan announced his retirement, he went on social media to announce it, right?
Yeah, I
If
think it's
he
because
Yeah, if he just said I'll be on Raw tonight and that's it, people would be like, "Oh, sweet, he's returning," and then do his retirement speech. That would have been
yeah,
more of a what?
that's what Edge did. That's what Edge did because people didn't know Edge was retiring and like literally it wasn't on social media and then he pronounced it and like people was like holy moly, you know.
That drove me nuts. I was like, God damn it.
But you know, Daniel Bryan retiring was I did a reaction to it on my channel. But you know, his retirement was like crazy.
So
He looked
maybe we get back to Raw.
yeah,
The Fatal
but
Five. Funny about the Fatal Five Way is Michael Cole actually said on air that this is something
mhm.
like something stupid, like basically saying like I can't believe we're having a Fatal Five Way. This is something like it's hard to explain, but basically like this is the first Fatal Five Way. Why are you kind of go like we're not used to this?
Yeah. I mean, Fatal
He
Five.
kind of messed. It
Yeah,
was like it was the first time, so my like oh my god, this is the most dangerous thing ever. It was the first time Michael Cole like
yeah. I don't really like
I don't know
the raw
I found it
commentary.
kind of weird.
Sucks.
Yeah, the Raw commentary is terrible. Actually, no, they should
I,
really put the guy from NXT on Raw.
yeah, the Corey Graves would be a good pick instead of Brian Saxton.
So as well. JB is so monotone.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
haven't noticed
just
that he takes 16. He barely talks.
actually he talks a lot of my career. Like, oh, you like literally. I don't understand. Like when I played my career, I'm still in NXT. Well, my first my career, I actually had a
Oh, I
first
can
my
tell you
career on
that.
WWE.
I'll probably tell you that off air.
Huh?
I figured out how to get out of NXT.
Yeah, I know how to get off at an NXT. After you win a title, you can like go to different shows and stuff.
Yeah, I figure you just go to the where it says titles, and you can choose what
Hmm.
title you want to fight for. And I made a mistake because I'm now on SmackDown, and my first match was against The Rock, and I was like, ah, shit.
Yeah, when you first get on the main roster, you have like matches with legends and stuff. Cause my first my career I had that, but then what happened was I got online. I mean I got on my game and then they asked my it's like, do you want your saved data from cloud or internal storage? I put internal storage with erased everything, so I had to restart my career and I had to play the whole showcase mode all over again,
Same
which
here,
I
and I'm in a current feud with John Cena, so I'm like, ah, shit. But that's terrible.
I've been on NXT for my new character. I've been on NXT for like was to us actually 21 my careers now. Uh, you know, it's amazing. I like staying on. I mean, I like NXT, but I tell myself, you know, the minute I lose the NXT championship, I'm going straight to the main roster.
I was
Like,
champion and I went to the main roster, so I gave up my title. So I was like, ah, crap.
yeah, that's what a lot of people did. I just feel as I literally thought like on one of my careers I posted, I literally thought I was gonna lose the title to Kevin Owens because I was like, I'm gonna play Kevin Owens on Legend mode, and my character's at 74 overall, so I'm guaranteed I'm not gonna win. But what happened was I went for the pin, and he was on rope break, but the ref didn't see him, so it was like a 3 count, and I was like, that was the biggest screw over ever.
Wow. Anyways, to get back to Raw.
Yeah.
So Dean Ambrose loses the title, which shocked me, to Kevin Owens, which I think is fine. He plays a good heel, but his feud with Dolph Ziggler, does anybody care?
I feel as if they should take Dolph Ziggler off TV for like at least a year, then bring him back.
Wow. I do like Dolph Ziggler, but I am getting to the point
Yeah.
that I am sick of him. Not seeing him so much. He's
Just took
trying to become Shawn Michaels.
it. It seemed
His
like that. If you go to
his
his Instagram page, yeah,
his tights changed to being long tights. So I'm like, okay. He's wearing like flashy gear, like
even yeah,
jacket. He's
Yeah,
doing a lot of the kicks, the elbows. I'm like, why are you trying to get over by being somebody else?
yeah. It's like even Shawn Michaels saying that he feels as if Dolph Ziggler should be himself. You know, but it's like, I mean, cause like he posted, like if you saw, I think it was like the other day, Dolph Ziggler posted a picture with him and Lucha Dragons. He was doing a Shawn Michael pose, and somebody commented to stop trying to be Shawn Michaels. And I feel as if he should just be himself, just come back with a different persona, maybe dye his hair a different color because I'm
His
tired of the
hair,
blonde for some reason.
his hair is even fading out from the blonde. He's trying to be like Shawn Michaels way too often now.
Yeah, the super kick is not even a finisher move anymore.
I know everybody uses it. The Usos use it. I'm like, I remember when the
Mhm.
super kick used to be awesome, and now it's like great. Everybody does it.
Yeah, it's just really weird.
It's not even a finisher in 2K16 anymore. You can use it like any term.
Yeah, I use it on some characters sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
but
I can't remember what happened after the Fatal Five Way.
I
Was it?
really don't know. I usually just like pick out the moments that um it was a lot of moments like Dean Ambrose almost like pretending to like Dirty D's Roman. Was that one from? Yeah.
Yeah. And then Roman Reigns has a look. He smiles. Like, hey, kid, that gives me this John Cena feel. This stupid smirk. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's like it's this
He
cocky
does that on he does it on WWE 2K16 like Roman Reigns when he's like waiting for the opponent to come out, he was smirk. I'm like, this dude actually does it on the game. Like,
Yeah, and I
come
hate
on.
that this smirk. It's this cocky smirk, and I just like I'm like God, enough. Like, try. Why are they turning Roman Reigns into Cena 2.0?
I don't know. Just Roman. I mean, Mr. Man just feels a certain way towards
I
him,
also
and so
read.
a certain way happens.
I read they had this list somewhere. I read it was like top 10 wrestlers who are protected, and it's the
Mm.
list started off with Stone Cold at number 10, which was like really number 10. You think he'd be way higher up? So Roman Reigns was on that list,
Yeah,
being
I
protected.
don't know.
You could tell he's
It's
being protected.
just it's so annoying to talk about Roman. It really is.
I don't see him being charismatic. He's not good on the mic. Like when I
Only
see Dean Ambrose talk, I'm invested in him. I'm like, I want to hear this guy talk. Backstage promos, anything. Like I even think he has better selling t-shirts.
yeah, yeah. It's just until they turn Roman Hill, they're not gonna learn.
I think I don't think he's gonna turn heel. I think he's gonna be like another Cena that they're afraid to turn these guys
He's
heel.
gonna eventually turn heel. They're gonna when they realize everything's gonna crash down. If those
I hope
things
so
that
because if we are getting Roman Reigns versus Triple H at WrestleMania, the fans are
they're
gonna
gonna
turn
learn.
on Roman Reigns. You're gonna hear so many chants for Triple H.
But there's gonna be an alternative. There's gonna be a plan B like last year when they had Seth Rollins cash in. They're not gonna let Roman take the title if he's getting booed really bad. They're not
But
gonna
did
do
you
it. They
did
didn't do it.
you also hear that the actual plan is to have Triple H versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania with Vince in Triple H's corner and The Rock in Roman Reigns' corner?
I heard that.
And even The
But
Rock is not
it's
going to be able to get Roman Reigns put over because if they boo The
he
Rock
didn't
at
do it
like
at a Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble, it's going to be a repeat
Yes.
at WrestleMania 32. And I have a feeling this might be one of the worst WrestleManias because half the roster is injured.
Um, not. I don't think so because
To do
Undertaker
like
is
for
gonna. Hmm? I said Undertaker could possibly make a return tomorrow.
that'd be
You
a
know,
lot of people returning.
I could see a lot.
WWE does more people return on Raw pay per view.
I think the Raw after WrestleMania is gonna be the best thing ever. I usually like
Raw
Raw
after
after WrestleMania.
But
Let
no, like Undertaker was supposed to feud with John Cena, and then Cena got injured, and now the rumors of like Braun Strowman, like, ew,
yeah,
who wants
it's Braun. Braun Strowman
What's
can
that?
probably fight Brock. But it's probably gonna be Brock and Braun at WrestleMania. But I
Oh
think
no, Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar.
it's rumored that Braun is gonna fight him. I don't know. We
I
don't
hope
really.
not because Braun is terrible. He's like so green in the vein. He's
He's not.
just
He's not really a wrestler. I don't think he. I don't think he's getting trained enough to do it.
he's just the guy like a who's just another person like manager kind of type.
Yeah. Uh,
He's
So
like the Kevin Nash of Shawn Michaels.
well, Kevin Nash was actually trained though.
Yeah, well, okay, Diesel, but before Kevin Nash really, he got better in WCW, I think.
Yeah, because before he even did all that, he was actually another character, and he was another character in another independency.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't want to say,
but
I'm not gonna say Kevin Nash. I'm just saying like I'm kind of comparing because I don't think Braun Strowman is any like I look at him like he's not that great, and against Taker, and if
nah,
it's
he's
gonna be
not.
Undertaker's last WrestleMania, you wanted to be against him.
But it's gonna be it's probably Sting is probably gonna come back. I guarantee you he's gonna come back because first of all, it's both of their hometowns, and if they both retire in their hometown, it's like it's just telling you right there, you know.
I think for me, I think that would be an awful match because both of these guys are so old, and I did dream match, but like 20 years ago.
I mean, if we would have saw this at WrestleMania 30, then it would have been fine with me.
Yeah,
Cause like Sting could actually beat him at WrestleMania
but
30.
the problem with
I would have
now,
been fine with that.
with the problem now, with Undertaker losing at WrestleMania, no one's invested in matches. Like last
But
year's
you,
WrestleMania, all my fans were sitting around talking and playing. They're like, Taker lost at WrestleMania. There's no build. Don't care no more.
yeah, it's kind of different now because like if you don't want Sting to lose, but you don't want Undertaker to lose either. It's like when you now the streak's done, you when you kind of go back and be like, I would have rather had like CM Punk, beat the streak. You know what I mean?
I didn't want anybody to beat the streak. I wanted it to Taker to retire undefeated.
Yeah,
Brock
it's
Lesnar makes sense. I'm fine with Brock Lesnar. It makes absolutely 100 makes sense. And they've since then they've built him up as this monster. Because to me, he is the baddest. He is such a badass. Like when he shows up, it's special, and I just get so pumped up when I see Brock Lesnar. And yeah, okay, my friends get bored of him because they think he does the same wrestling moves and over again. But so
it's
does a
Brock,
lot of wrestlers. But I don't know, it's just Suplex City.
Yes, I actually made a music video on Super City on my
Really?
channel. Yeah, I actually did that. Like I think that's the day after WrestleMania.
Happened
But
after. Okay, I don't should have watched the entire thing. Ugh. But I remember Paul Heyman having a promo wanting to talk to Roman Reigns, and usually
mhm.
Paul Heyman is entertaining, like he's great. But when Roman Reigns came out, I was bored. I was like, this guy.
um, you know, um, it's just I Sting if Sting is healthy, I hope Sting is healthy. People are saying he might not be healthy for WrestleMania.
The thing is,
Uh,
the problem I have also with Sting versus Taker is losing the streak. It sucks, but I don't want to see him ever lose again at WrestleMania because that's it's like okay, now you have two losses. Now
mhm.
you're on and if he faces Sting, is he gonna lose to Sting and then he has another loss? It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Well, I'm kind of tired of about talking about Raw. It's just we can go straight into the pay per view if you want to.
Yeah, because there's nothing memorable in Raw. The main event was like Big Show versus Strowman was like the main event. Like that's your main event on Raw. Like they were promoting SmackDown too much. They wanted SmackDown to be a better show this week because Brock was gonna be on it, and it was a
Hmm.
better show.
I mean, Brock didn't come on until like the end.
I know, but they even had better matches. I would say this. Actually, I have been impressed with The Miz, which would be I never thought I would say. But I think people really underestimate him because he can put on good matches because he's had actually very good matches with AJ Styles and Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
They've had like
Um.
I don't like using the "this is awesome" because these fans today chant that every damn week, and it's to the point.
It does. So on WWE 2K16, when you do an OG moment, they be like, "This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm just like,
This
oh
is."
god, like
I like it on the game. I like it on the game because it's different, but
you
in
want
real
to see
life, it's like,
it? This
yeah,
is awesome. Watch the Royal Rumble 2003, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit. That is awesome.
I seen that. Actually, I watched the overall rumbles. I've actually watched a lot of OP reviews on Deadwood, which is amazing.
The last
Oh,
this was awesome moment I had was Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
um,
Like that is awesome. So when I hear these chants, I'm just like, God damn it, you fans! You don't know what this is awesome.
uh, I feel like the most disrespectful chant was probably the "what" chant at the Hall of Fame
I'm
ceremony.
getting to the point too. I'm tired of the what chants. It's like it's
It was
20.
good. It was funny when Stone Cold was in
It was funny
around, but
15 years ago.
yeah, it's yeah. People
It's
are just
because the what chants have become what fans want to chant when they're bored.
But yeah, let's get into Fastlane. I got the match cards loading up.
Okay,
Um, the first match is Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto in a 2 out of 3 match for the United States Championship. So he thinks he's gonna win that one.
Kalisto, he's gonna retain.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
the
yeah.
fact that this match is happening again, it's like, oh my god.
But if the match ends clean, then like Kalisto could be the next Rey Mysterio. Well, he's
He
gonna be the
definitely
next
could
Rey
become the
Mysterio.
next Rey Mysterio because what he does in the ring is just wow.
He
He
does actually. He's better than Rey Mysterio. Imagine if Kalisto would have debuted before Rey Mysterio did back in the day. There would be no Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as he's better because Rey Mysterio has like some legendary
I mean,
stuff.
But
Higher just
Ray does simple high flying moves. Like
yeah,
Kalisto takes the simple high flying moves and he changes it up. Rey
yeah.
Mysterio never changes it up. That's the problem. The only reason that he got so over back in the day is because you didn't have high flyers like many high flyers like him.
Speaking
If
of
it
high
was
flyers, I wish they would bring back the Cruiserweight Championship
yeah, people a lot of people
because
like
having
cruising.
Hornswoggle as the last champion, that is such an insult.
Yeah. Match card is very low.
Because
Match
if you
card
think
is
about
not.
it, the United States title and the Intercontinental title, they're pretty much the same thing. They're just a mid Carter championship. They should
Yeah.
briefly combine the two and then have a cruiserweight division again. Because you got a lot of guys now who are cruiserweights. You got the Kalisto. You got what's his name? He was in NXT. He has a cape. Oh my god.
Austin Aries? Oh, you talking about and Adrian Neville?
Yeah, Neville. Yeah, he could be a cruiserweight. You got so many of these cruiserweights that I can't even think of top of my mind right now, which is silly. But I would SmackDown was awesome when it had the cruiserweight division. I wish they would bring that back.
Yeah, we all
Or
wish
put
things
the
could happen.
cruiserweight, like have the NXT cruiserweight title. That would be amazing. Because you got
Yeah.
a lot of guys in
Um.
NXT who are like cruiserweights.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. He might win that match. I mean, I don't see Alberto taking the title back because when Alberto took the title back at SmackDown, I thought that was the most dumbest thing I ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
The next match is actually Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. This was actually we didn't know if this match was gonna happen until like AJ started beating Chris Jericho up, and then Chris Jericho was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you this match, yada yada yada. Actually, I see AJ Styles coming on top. Who do you think is gonna win that match?
AJ Styles definitely. Jericho's to the point he wants to push younger talent.
Yeah, he
And
says it on his podcast.
I'm fine with it. You know what? I like watching Chris Jericho because he's one of my favorites of all time. He always wants to
Mm.
uh, take bring business back. Like um and like push younger talents and do what's best for the business.
Yeah.
And I like to be able to see Jericho right now is good because there's gonna be a day when he has to retire. We're gonna miss Chris Jericho. Well, in my opinion, I will. And I do have his second book, which is amazing.
I actually have one of his books too. The one with the red cover. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's like the world. I like the book. It was sad. Some of the parts were sad, but it was an interesting book.
and for Jericho at his age to still put on matches is impressive. Like I said,
Yeah.
he's had great matches with the Miz and AJ Styles, and I think he's gonna have an amazing match with AJ Styles again. I kind of wish they had a stipulation though, like a
Yeah.
gimmick. I don't know. Like it's just gonna be one on one. I like they've had two matches that were one on one. I wish it was like I don't know, like a ladder match or something.
Yeah. Chris Jericho was supposed to retire, but he came back. He does more house shows and stuff because he has a rock band and all that. Fozzy, which
Have
made
you
great.
also what amazes me how Chris Jericho in his whole WWE career, posse WCW, he's never been injured.
Um. No. No.
He's gone
There's.
away for Fozzy, but I believe he's never actually
Wait.
been.
Wait. When he came back in 2008, I think he was injured before.
He's never had like a neck injury or a major leg injury, like
Cause,
nothing. Maybe a minor injury, but nothing like.
'cause he doesn't do high flying moves. He doesn't do moves that hurt him really,
He is
basically.
the best in the world at what he does.
Yeah, I like the angle that he did with Chris Jericho. I mean, not Chris Jericho, but CM Punk when he brought the alcohol basket to
Yeah,
CM Punk's locker room. I literally thought CM Punk got drunk. Like I literally I was like,
yeah.
wait, what?
Do you see a Jericho turning heel though?
Yeah, he is turning heel. X progression. He's
Yeah,
better. He's better as heel.
yeah.
Let's see.
Will
The
we
next.
will we see a triple threat of WrestleMania with the Miz, AJ Styles, and Jericho? Do you see that happening?
I don't really want to see that for some reason.
I was thinking they were gonna do that at Fastlane because the way when the Miz interrupted Jericho on SmackDown before their match, I thought it would lead into a triple threat. I would rather
Yeah, I
have
did
had
so
a
too.
triple threat at Fastlane, and then AJ could go like that ends the feud. AJ Styles wins, beats them both, and then you know have a feud with somebody else. Who do it could still happen at Fastlane. The Miz could interrupt at Fastlane and want to be involved in a match.
Yeah, it could be possible. I just don't know what WWE is gonna do because WWE is so different right now. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, their booking is. So what's the next match?
The next match is actually Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler.
Another match
That
that
match
happened a lot.
I've seen this match. I've seen this match a couple of times. Uh, I don't really want to see it. I mean, they're gonna pull on a good match, but it's not really something that I appeal to.
Yeah,
You know.
Kevin Owens wins.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is gonna win.
It's gonna
I
be
don't
Kevin.
see him. I don't see him taking the title back.
Speaking of guys who should face the Undertaker at WrestleMania, do you think Kevin Owens would be a good opponent? I'd rather see that than Braun Strowman.
But if Kevin Owens faces Undertaker, Kevin Owens gotta win. That's the easiest thing right there.
Yeah, I could see. I think he would be a better choice
Yeah, it could happen. Um, I just really think they should take Dolph Ziggler off TV.
for a
Um,
year. That's a long time.
I
Unless he
mean,
gets injured. If he gets injured, then he's gone. But just to take him off, like we don't need you. Just come back in a year. It's like, you know,
a year, a
you're
year.
suspended for looking at Vince's daughter weirdly. I don't know.
I just
Come up with something stupid.
if you take him off TV for a year, it could help, or at least a half a year. You know,
Yeah.
at least.
So we're not really interested in this match. Like I'm pretty sure they'll put on a good match, but we're not like that involved. We're not heavily invested in that match.
Yeah. The
'Cause-
next, yeah. The next match is a match that we WWE Universe does not want to see. The three people that we don't really want to see on TV Ryback with Kane and Big Show versus the Wyatt family.
Oh, what? Sorry, I took a nap. That's bathroom break. So what's the next match? If you want to talk about it, go ahead. But it's like,
No, please don't. We don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about that match. No, we don't have to. We could talk about Naomi and Tamina versus Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch.
oh yes, we can
Good
because
match. They're actually Divas division's been killing it lately. I'm
I would
loving it.
agree because there was so many years that the Divas division was just awful. Like
Yes.
you had, like it really, I do believe it did start with Paige when she debuted. After that, you got some other young talent, and
Mhm.
it started to get better because they had really didn't have much divas, and it's just like they were bathroom breaks, and the matches were like 2-3 minutes, and it's like who cares? Now these divas are finally able to put on longer matches,
Because
and it does suck how the fans still consider it bathroom breaks
yeah, it's
and
like
just sitting there looking bored. But sometimes the divas can put on better matches than the men.
it just feel like it's like that, but like I feel like the Divas division is like a cake, and if you bring Bailey in the mix, then that's like the cherry on top of the cake, honestly, because Bailey would fix I think Bailey can fix the Divas division more now. I might
Yeah.
think about it.
Speaking
She
about
just
the
needs.
divas division, why the hell did Paige lose to Summer Rae?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I think they're probably doing something with Summer,
What?
possibly.
Yeah. Oh, she was in a little movie that nobody ever watched. Let's push her.
I mean, I watched the movie. It was a good movie. It's just it wasn't as big as people. It just goes straight to DVD. It's not a serious
Yeah,
movie.
all W movies go straight to DVD.
Only
Uh,
movie that I know that goes straight to DVD that John Cena was on was the train wreck with
yeah, well, he wasn't. He was like a. That was like a cameo. He was.
yeah, he was a
He wasn't
cameo.
much. It wasn't John Cena's movie.
He
So
was in a minute. He was in it overall. He was in it for like 10 minutes.
yeah, 10 minutes. Like,
10,
it does bug me a little
ten.
bit when he tries to promote a movie and it's like, oh, it's John Cena's movie. But he's in it for 10 minutes, like you said. It's not his movie. He's not the major star. And
Yeah,
so I know W films would never ever be like the Hollywood films. Like you won't like The Rock would never be in a W film, right?
yeah. I mean,
Batista
the
would never be in a W film. So
honestly, yeah. Honestly, I'd rather see Batista in movies. Like I don't think Batista should come back. Honestly, they're saying that Batista might come back, but I don't
I
really
don't
see
see it
it.
happening because he's gonna be busy with Guardians of the Galaxy 2
Yeah, that comes out like in 2 years, right?
next year. So they start.
Oh wow.
They're starting filming very soon, actually.
Yeah, they're filming all these superhero movies around the same time. They got the new Hulk movie coming out pretty soon too.
So
That's all. I saw the trailer for it. It was a Comic Con. It was a Comic Con leak of the trailer for Hulk, the movie.
do you? That's probably you. I think you could. I think you mean like Thor, right? Because the Hulk is gonna be in
Mm-mm.
the Thor film. Because the Hulk isn't allowed to have his own movie because there's studio rights. Like Universal still owns the
It
rights.
might have been. It might have been Thor. It was like everybody was in the woods and they were chasing after. They were chasing after.
Yeah, that was
David.
that. I don't know if that was real, but yeah, the Hulk is confirmed to be in the third Thor film because they're trying to get a Hulk movie, but Universal owns the rights to the Hulk, and they're not allowed to do a standalone film.
I'd rather see Hulk in another movie than actually be in his own movie because the Hulk movies usually don't come out so good. I mean, the first movie was actually good.
Yeah.
The second movie was good. I just don't. The second movie was alright. I give you that.
We could talk about we could do a separate video. Like I could talk for hours about comic book movies, but we let's not turn this into a comic book movie podcast. 'Cause,
Okay.
yeah, I would love to do it. We could do that one day, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I see Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch winning. I was surprised that Tamina and Naomi turned on Sasha, but I think it was pretty much Sasha's fault that they turned on her. Because she didn't want.
Damn, is she hot? She's possibly gonna go for the title at WrestleMania. That's the reason why she didn't go for the title now because like it's weird because you book Sasha Banks to show up and help Becky Lynch and attack Charlotte, then that storyline just drops out of,
Mhm.
which we could talk about that afterwards.
Yeah.
But why you see it's because they're gonna lead up to WrestleMania. You don't want to do it now. You need a match for Fastlane, which
Mhm.
I'm definitely thinking. Yeah, Becky Lynch and Charlotte's gonna win.
Yeah. It could be possible. I'm looking forward to actually that match. What is the next match? The
I
next
think
match is huh?
I think you because I think they're gonna win because you have to get the momentum of Sasha Banks to be. She has to win because if she loses and then she goes up against Charlotte, then she lost her last match, it makes her look weak. So you gotta have her,
Right.
her momentum, you know, going to
Yeah.
WrestleMania better.
Mhm. The next match is Charlotte versus Brie Bella for the Divas Championship. In my opinion, I think Brie Bella is gonna win a championship because they're rumored that this is her last run because that she's gonna be leaving the WWE because of Daniel Bryan, and I think WrestleMania will be her last WrestleMania, and they think WrestleMania she's gonna give it to Sasha. But yeah, what do you think about it?
No, 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 no. I don't think she's gonna win because usually when you have like if this could end up being like her last match, even if she doesn't WrestleMania, if this could end up being her last match, you usually lose at your last match.
I
And also, I'm pretty sure a lot of fans would agree they hate the Bella twins, and the only reason she's gonna pop now is because she's dropping Daniel Bryan's name. And I just like what she wins a title and then retires and then does like or to see she defend at WrestleMania. I don't want to see the Bellas defended at Mania. Like I
it's
want
just
sure.
gonna it's just Brie Bella. It's
Yeah,
not. It's
sorry.
really
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to see Brie Bella go on to WrestleMania.
I mean, I actually would love. I don't know for some reason I'm actually loving Brie Bella right now. Her character.
I think it's because they're pushing Daniel Bryan down your throats now. So I'm not gonna forget that she is still annoying Bella,
Yeah.
who obviously got her name because of who she married.
I mean,
And
she was always. I mean, she was always like part of like. It was like before even people know she was dating Daniel Bryan. Brie Bella was like she got the titles and stuff. People only people like reason they like the Bella twins because they were twins and they can do like the twin magic and all that stuff.
yeah, that was
But I could see for some reason I see Brie Bella taking the title. If Brie doesn't take it, then this could be her last match. But if Brie does take it, she would probably have one more run with it until WrestleMania. Because Brie hasn't had the title on her own before. She's had the
yeah.
title before, but her and her sister shared it because they both
Yeah.
won it.
I think Charlotte's gonna win and she'll go up against what's that called?
Sasha probably.
Sasha. Or maybe multiple uh 1-on-one. Like what happens to the other divas, dude? Like a divas
They might
battle
have yeah separate match.
because you have so many divas and I see that happening. And I heard that Sasha Banks is actually related to Snoop Dogg. So maybe
Oh
he
yeah,
should
yeah. They Sasha is related to Snoop Dogg, because Snoop Dogg's her uncle, I think uncle.
so he could be at WrestleMania, probably in the crowd or cheer her on you
Hmm.
know, if they have that. They need a celebrity for WrestleMania, so I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, possibly. Um, it possibly could happen. That's a lot of possibilities of what can
I
happen.
see Ric Flair doing something to screw over Brie Bella,
I'm so
making
getting
out with
tired of
her.
Ric Flair. Oh yeah, because Becky Lynch thing. I was like, oh,
Yeah, that was just disturbing.
it's.
You old
I
man.
think they should just take. I feel like they're not really putting Ric Flair down on throats. It's just I'm tired of seeing. I don't like seeing somebody on TV on like like every single week
I've seen a legend on TV that
wrestler.
week, and have Shirley needs her father to get over get
Yeah.
heat. So
I mean, you don't need your like honestly. If Charlotte, because like that's the reason people like Charlotte in the beginning because she was on her own. She wasn't. She didn't like Charlotte didn't really want to be compared by her dad. But now that she's with her dad. It's like I can't really take Sarah seriously because like she's not really doing her own thing.
That's
She's
why
doing her.
I'm a big part of. I don't like wrestlers using other wrestlers to get over. That's why I don't like having Bella to use Daniel Bryan to get over. I don't like Roman Reigns using The Rock to get over. It's like if you're good enough, get over by yourself. Don't use
Yeah,
other
because
guys.
like Randy didn't use his dad to get over. Randy got
Yeah,
over
he
on his
was
own.
already like yeah, he had a storyline with his father with The Undertaker, but he didn't use his father to get over. He did it himself.
Um, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. But it's all right. You know,
I am happy we are looking forward to a Divas match because I don't think I could have said that at least 2 years ago. I could have said if this was 2 years ago, I would have been like Divas
mhm,
match. Who cares? Bathroom break.
yeah,
Like we're looking forward to this match more than the Big Show, Kane, and whatever. They're right back boring. That's a bathroom break.
yeah. It's just yeah. No, I just I don't I don't know what's gonna go on in Fastlane. It's like we have so many of these predictions, but we don't know what's gonna go on and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one more match to actually talk about before we wrap everything up, and that's Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the number one contender match for WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Brock does not have a chance in this match because, first of all, Brock was eliminated by the Wyatt family, so I see Brock getting attacked by the Wyatt family or the Wyatt family doing something in the match to like cause Brock, you know.
Possibly carry him out of the match.
Yeah, it could be like a little Daniel Bryan thing that they had WrestleMania when they
Take
tried to
him,
do it.
put him through the announcer's table.
Yeah,
I see that happening because you got to put somebody through the announcer's table. Yeah, Brock's not gonna win it because we all know he's gonna face off against Bray Wyatt possibly. And I really want Dean Ambrose to win because I think he should be the next face of the company, not just he should be champion. I think we've had guys you can say from Hogan to Stone Cold, The Rock to John Cena to now from John Cena should be to Dean Ambrose, not Roman Reigns.
yeah. It's if I won't mind, I really want like for some reason I want Dean to win this match just because if Roman does turn heel I mean even though I don't know if it's possible, but if Roman does turn heel, then it could lead to a triple threat. People, if people don't like him, if people don't like him as a heel, just change him right back. But I'm just saying if you make him heel and you change his gimmick up, like change what he wears, he's still in the Shield attire, which
Yeah.
which the reason people don't like him. I honestly think if he would have just the minute that the Shield didn't become the Shield anymore, if he would have just changed his look, then I don't think people would boo him.
I do have a possibility they could turn to a triple threat because why did they drop the IC title, right? And I don't know who
It's
else Dean could face. I guess unless their rumors are true that Chris Jericho wants to face Dean Ambrose, but then that rumor was also
uh
the IC title, right?
um it's I just think Dean might win it because you have no reason to take the title off of Dean Ambrose, because if Dean Ambrose still had the title, then it would have been, yeah, Roman Reigns. But it's like possibility it could be Roman or
You
Dean.
think they did that to just fool you to think, okay, Dean has a chance to win, but with
Yeah,
the
they
title,
want you to think.
they want you to think that, right?
Yeah.
And also, it also opened up another match for Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens because
It
if you
should
didn't
have.
drop the title, that would they have another one-on-one match that okay, it's just another match, but now you put the Intercontinental title on Kevin Owens, so
Hmm.
now having Dean drop the title, it gives you more of a hope. Oh, he had a chance to win, which I still believe he's
It
not.
could be Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania because they had a little segment where Kevin eliminated him at the WrestleMania Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I believe that could. I think that could happen and probably should. But that leaves with who's Chris Jericho gonna face, and I think Chris
Chris
Jericho.
Jericho, I don't. Hmm.
I
He's
know
probably
Jericho
gonna
versus
face.
Dean Ambrose could possibly be a good match, but I'd rather have Dean inserted into the main event and be triple threat because I heard rumors too that at the Royal Rumble, originally the last two remaining guys was supposed to be Triple H and Roman Reigns, but in the last minute they changed their minds and decided to put Dean Ambrose versus Triple H at the Rumble, the last two.
Yeah, because they probably because when Roman went backstage and they probably was talking about it.
And they're like, this guy's getting booed. Like if they knew if
Mm,
they had Triple H and Roman Reigns as the last two remaining at the Rumble, the fans would turn on Roman and boo Triple H, and they didn't want that. And if they learn that at the Rumble, they should learn that at the Fastlane because they're gonna see that Roman Reigns is still gonna get booed no matter what. And if he's getting booed this much at
it's
WrestleMania, if he gets that much booed again, it's gonna look bad on them having the heel of Triple H getting cheered.
it's like people start to like Roman when he's the underdog of a situation. Back when Roman didn't win at WrestleMania last year, people started to like Roman Reigns because he wasn't put in the top position. You know what I mean? When Seth Rollins
Yeah.
was champion, he wasn't put in the top position. He was nowhere near that. And I feel as if he's not put in the top position, people would not hate him because only reason people hate him is because he's put in that top position and they don't want to see him in a top position. They'd rather see him in a low position because if you see Roman Reigns in a mid-card match, you would be fine with that. You know what I mean? But
Were
it's just the
you
problem.
a fan of Roman Reigns when he was in the Shield?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was yeah. You
I
know,
saw him in the Shield, and I'm like, there's something wrong with this because, like, the other two, Dean Ambrose and Rollins, they had good mic skills, but then I saw this Roman Reigns. I'm like, he's
Roman
not
Roman
good.
was like Roman was like he was like the Eric Rowan of the Shield. He was that guy that was really big and he can wrestle. He was basically protected by Dean and Seth, but then the minute they all separated, it was like what was Roman gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, and Roman just can't he can't progress. I mean, people. I remember back when he had the hernia injury, and when he returned, he got a big pop, but it's like he still had the same stuff.
Yeah, well, when I hear the reaction of the crowd now, Dean gets a bigger pop than Reigns, and Roman Reigns just constantly gets booed.
I think Seth gets the biggest pop. I mean, I remember when he came back for the Slammies, he got like a huge pop.
Really? I think yeah, he's gonna get he's probably he returns.
I don't know why. I don't think he should have came back to Slammies. I honestly don't think he should have came back to Slammies. They should have just gave it via satellite. But I haven't heard anything from Seth Rollins in so long because he hasn't posted any Instagram pictures nor Twitter pictures since like Slammies. So I think if it is possible that he is returning at Fastlane, that would be amazing because I think he can John Cena that injury. You know what I mean?
If he returns, I don't see him being pushed in the main event because now you already have Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. Like you're gonna make it a fatal four way.
I mean, if it happens, I think fans would be okay with it because it wouldn't be Roman Reigns put in that spot. It wouldn't be Roman Reigns winning. So
Yeah,
I think fans would accept it. Even though it's a last minute thing, I don't think fans would care about storylines. They would just like to see Seth Rollins or somebody else win it. If it was because like if Seth Rollins is in the mix, anything could happen. It might not be Roman Reigns winning,
yeah.
but
Also, at Fastlane,
hmm
you could take a drink if you have like alcohol, whatever. Take a sip of drink each time the announcers mention WrestleMania, 9.99, the network.
I'd
I
probably
think you
take
get loaded.
I'd probably take a sip of Pepsi because I'm drug free.
Yeah, yeah. I don't drink alcohol as much.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would take a drink each time they mention those things because you're gonna constantly hear a lot during that pay per view of repeating themselves over and over and over.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but we could be seeing a pre-show too, probably with The
I
Miz or
heard
something.
the United States title is the pre-show.
Oh God. Well,
Yeah, which I'd rather have the pre-show be Big Show Kane and Ryback match because that's a snooze fest right there. And
yeah.
the thing is, I noticed how the WWE's pushing the Wyatts as this monster group. When for 2 years, Bray Wyatt can't cut a break. He can't win the big one.
It's like it's like I stopped believing his promos because like he loses too many pay-per-views. If he would win pay-per-views, then I could believe him what he says. I just can't believe it anymore. It's like
For like 2 years, he hasn't won the big one. So now you're trying to push him to go up against these monster wrestlers when you couldn't do it for 2 years. Like,
Bray will get his time eventually. It might not come now, but he'll get his time. You know.
yeah, like it's. I'm glad the Wyatts are back because a lot of they had nothing to do with them. Like, where were they going? But it's just yeah, I can't buy his promos when he just constantly loses.
Yeah, it's it's something, but um, but I still like Bray Wyatt. He's just put in the wrong positions and situations.
Someone at my door.
Who's at your door? Wonder who it would be. It's
Right now,
John Cena.
uh, you know what the Wi-Fi password is? I think it's elephant 9355.
I don't. Okay, guys.
Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Here,
Elephant. Elephant.
If you don't have it now, go to the W Network for $9.99. $9.99.
Or 11.99 in Canada.
$11.99 in Canada.
Sorry
W
about that.
Network.
Someone knocking on my door and try
Was it
to
was it John Cena?
somebody was trying to sell me.
Was
This John Cena. I love that John Cena's name is kind of becoming a meme.
yeah, it's a lot of Um but yeah, I guess that's it for the pay-per-view, isn't it? Is there anything else you want to discuss before we head out?
Um, you can. What's your top five favorite wrestlers of all time?
Top five. My first wrestler is Booker T because Booker T was my first favorite wrestler. That's the first toy I ever had, and he's inspired. I think he was one of the reasons I actually wanted to become a wrestler because, like, if a black guy like Booker T can become a wrestler, I think I could do it too.
Yeah,
I think he inspired me to become like the wrestler. I love Booker T. Booker T. Every time I like doing the Booker T sucker thing. That's probably gonna be my theme of my channel, but I thought that'd be kind of weird. But you
yeah.
know, a lot of
He
people,
I think the WWE forgets that he's actually a six-time champion.
hmm because you say five time,
I know
um,
it's like it's his catchphrase, but he's actually a six-time
six
because
time.
they forget that he's won a world heavyweight title as King Booker.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a black person that won the WWE title.
That's a whole another podcast we could talk about. My
I
favorite
mean,
moment of Booker T is when he was teamed up with Goldust.
yeah, and they're trying to do trying to do the thing with our truth now.
Yeah,
Which
I
I
see
think,
that. Like they're trying to do that again. Like it was funnier back then. Like there was a moment that actually Goldust was dressed up as Darth Vader, and he was trying to tell Booker T to join the dark side. And when
yeah.
Booker grabs a lightsaber, and Booker T's like, Obi Booker Kenobi, and that's I was just laughing my ass off.
I mean I think our truth I like the segments our truth and Goldust do because they're
It brings me
entertaining.
back to that Booker T and Goldust stuff. So
That's
I'm
what they're
loving
trying to
seeing it.
do.
Like that it's great stuff. Like I think I saw on Raw like Goldust was trying to rap.
Yes. And did you see the one on SmackDown when he became a waitress? Was that on waitress?
No, but I heard that like I think R-Truth is on a date with someone and
Mm-hmm.
Goldust shown up with like a bottle of wine and
And
it looked like he almost jizzed on him.
yes, just on her.
On her. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was hilarious. I like R-Truth. Me laughing at the I think it was at the Royal Rumble when he brought the ladder. You
Yeah,
remember
that
that?
was pretty funny. But yeah, he's R-Truth is great when he was a heel because you could take him seriously.
R-Truth, man. I like R-Truth. You know, he's not a bad character. I think R-Truth should get pushed higher than he
Yeah.
is now.
So Booker T's your number one favorite. Your number two.
Number two, it's Bret Hart. Bret Hart.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I love Bret Hart. Shouts out to him and his surgery was successful with prostate
Oh,
cancer.
yeah, it was. That's great.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's going through the therapy now. The therapy. Um, but yeah, shouts out to him. Bret Hart is just a big fan of him. Um,
Shout out to Owen Hart, who should be in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, he should be in the Hall of Fame. He'll
So
get
is
his
British
time.
Bulldog.
Yeah, they all should get their time. One day, maybe they all can get inducted together.
Right.
Maybe get inducted as the Hart
You gotta be in
family.
the Hall. Yeah, the Hart family should be. Yeah.
My third, my third, I don't know. I think it could be Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan. My second, oh
So
man, this is
Booker T, Bret Hart, Daniel Bryan.
some of us.
Number
I'm
four.
thinking it could. It's kind of hard to figure out who would be my third one. Trying to think. It could
You had
possibly
Booker T, Daniel Bryan.
maybe maybe Sting.
So he's now your number four. Stain.
Yeah, Sting. My number one. I am thinking it's so hard to think of one. It's like I watch so many wrestlers. Maybe let me see. Maybe I'm trying to think. It's not. I don't know. Maybe Kevin Owens.
As number five.
Yeah, maybe Kevin Owens. Yeah.
That's cool. So me.
What about you?
Give me a
Well,
lot
what's
of
your
ball
number top? What's your top
guys.
five? Hmm.
Number five, by the way, I name dropped him a lot, but it's no other than 16.
Mhm. Hello. Okay.
Hello, can
Yeah.
you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
He cut the amazing. Had one of the best feuds with The Rock, with Vince McMahon. He was the guy. He has my favorite finisher of all time. I believe how many done it to all my friends. So obviously Stone Cold is my number one. He's also tied with both categories because there's so many guys, right?
Yeah.
Number two, I would have to possibly see Edge.
Oh man, I forgot about him. He'd probably be my number two.
Was just so he's so entertaining. He can be a heel, babyface, a part of one of the greatest tag teams in history.
Uh huh.
Held so many live, which was awesome. So
Yeah.
and being Canadian, like I didn't grow up watching Bret Hart like the greatest wrestlers of all time, but because I didn't get to see, so I didn't get to watch him in his prime when I was a late, you know, groomer watching wrestling.
Yeah.
So I see Edge wrestler.
Mhm.
So it's that Edge. Oh my god, this one gets tough.
Maybe.
Chris Benoit, I would have to put on my list as well. I know, I know it's hard to say his name. He put on amazing matches all the time. It's just I would have to put him on there.
Yeah.
And then I got
He's one of them. Um.
Eddie
Uh.
Guerrero.
Yeah. Eddie's big one.
It's hard. It's just so hard because I can name so many people: Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, you know,
Yeah. Um.
Daniel Bryan, of course.
Of course, Daniel Bryan. Is there anything else you want to say before we head out? Cause I gotta talk to my girlfriend because haven't talked to her not today because I've been so busy with cleaning and YouTube that I
Yeah.
haven't had got much time with her. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna get with her and stuff.
So yeah.
But thank you,
That's pretty much
thank you,
it. And
thank you so much.
yeah, this was fun.
Hmm?
This was awesome.
You can shout. Okay, guys, if you haven't check out Stormtrooper Mark's YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. He has great content. Uh, he's big. He's a good YouTuber, and
Yep.
now he's got WWE 2K16 on his channel. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm gonna try to do more gameplay of other stuff. Like I got The Walking Dead season one Telltale game out. I want to try out.
Yeah. Um, I want to get more games too for my channel. I my career tonight, maybe. I'm almost at NXT Arrival once again, so I could possibly go into the main roster pretty soon, possibly.
Yeah. Once I get a game try to do some gameplay for Uncharted 4,
Oh,
because
okay.
that's a game I'm very excited to get.
Um, that's a good game. I need to get more games, but I haven't got a chance to get any more games. I usually just get the game. I usually get the same game, but just the updated ones every year.
I got like 10 games and I haven't even played and finished.
Oh man, I wish I had like I sold a lot of my old Xbox One games for like money to get the Dirty 2K16 and NBA 2K16.
Oh, before we go, I just want to say one thing I just remember about Raw is how dare they decide to turn the Dudley Boys heel and get rid of tables? What the hell?
But they were kind
I'm
of boring.
okay turning him heel.
They were kind of boring in his face though.
Yeah, they admit that, but it's like, well, so what are they gonna do at WrestleMania? You're not gonna have a TLC match, which I was hoping to see a TLC match at WrestleMania with the Dudleys.
Yeah, me too. But you never know what happens. They could turn once again, and they'll probably be like Big Show.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I don't know what Big Show is, face, heel, whatever. Go cry on TV again, you know.
Did you see his podcast he did with Stone Cold? It was really good.
I only saw a glimpse of it.
He
I'm probably
talks
gonna
about
check it out.
he talks about the struggles he had to go through. It made me respect Big Show a lot more. Cause I seen the
Oh, I
one.
have respect for him. It's just I'm tired of him turning heel, face, or
He
crying on
says
TV.
he talks about the only reason he's still on TV is because he said he's not gonna retire. He said he got like at least 2 years in him, 2 more years in him. So
2 years of turning heel, face.
he says he's like people tell me to retire and people boo me, but they don't realize I win like 5 matches a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I enjoyed it too. Guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on both of our channels. I'm out. Thank you
Hello?
guys. Yeah, you there? Hello? Stormtrooper. Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be heading out.
Yeah, I
Uh
think something happened back. So yeah, check out his channel. It's I can't
Isham
pronounce it. How do you pronounce your channel?
C. Isham C.
Okay. And check me out at Stormtrooper Mark. And so we'll see you
Yeah.
guys in our next video.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark, for coming on my podcast.
No problem.
Alrighty, guys, I'm out. Thank you.
I'm out. Bye.
Bye.